Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. I'm so happy to be with you. Ooh, we got good stuff going on at the attic. So I had planned to have someone here today. They're a school teacher, and evidently when they booked the gig, they forgot that they taught school. Anyway, she called me up the other day. She says, I'm booked for your show. And I'm like, yeah. She says, I can't come. I'm teaching. I'm like, don't you teach every day? She's like, yeah. I said, you booked this, not me. So anyway, to make the long story longer, I had just talked to this young lady about some music on the attic. I don't know, 48 hours after our initial conversation, she's here. Serendipity? Probably. She's got a beautiful voice. She plays the keys, and she's here in person. She doesn't teach school. Please welcome into your heart and into your home, Joss Hoagland.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I've been in contact with Dot here and there over the years, and it really does feel like serendipity that I'm here today. So happy to be playing for y'all. We're going to start it off with some Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Woo!
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. Cold and rain is hard, I know. Been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know it can't stop, I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Thank you so much. All right, now we're going to move into some originals. This one is by myself, Joss Marie. That's the name that I go under on Spotify. This one is not recorded yet, but we are working on my second album, and we hope to have it out maybe this year. It's called Right Now, Sometimes Yesterday. Right now, I'm probably sitting down, wondering about things that don't matter. And right now, I'd probably rather be somewhere by the sea, but I can't be there now, can I? But late at night, when I'm in bed, can't keep the waves out of my head. Sometimes I'm tearing at the seams, I'm down on my knees, feels like I'm out of options. But sometimes I'm stronger than I think, it's written in blue ink, right up on my dashboard. I am strong, this will pass, I'll move on out of ash. Yesterday I stopped out on a drive and looked up at the sky. The sun shone right back at me. I smiled, realized that wasn't smart. Got back in my car and I couldn't see a thing. Tomorrow I think I'll go to the beach, splash my feet out in the sea, and laugh till I can't see straight. Then I'll get ice cream by the pier. I won't be long, my dear, I'll be home by midnight. I laughed and danced till 12 a.m. Can't keep the waves out of my head. All right, moving right along. Something fun and happy. Who doesn't love good old Johnny Cash? I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. And I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antoine. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet they'd move it on a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you, thank you. This original is off of my first album, which is up on Spotify and Apple Music and all that good stuff. It's called I Don't Do Romance, under the name Joss Marie. And this song is called Stay. Why do I feel like something has changed? You've gone and withdrawn into yourself again. And no matter how hard I try, I can't bring you back out again. And no matter how hard I try, I can't bring you back out again. I think it all started when we were just kids. Your daddy walked out and he didn't come back. I offered you my shoulder to cry on. You said you were fine, but I knew you were lying. As the tears rolled down your face, wish I could go back in time and erase. Why do I feel like something has changed? You've shut me out and I can't get back in. It never used to be this way. You used to look me in the eye and promise you'd stay. Now that we're older, you've learned how to cope. Life isn't perfect, but it's good enough. The sun comes up in the morning, and we always have us in the evening. It's always been this way since we were kids, and I promised I'd stay. Why do I feel like nothing has changed? We've grown old together and yet we're still here. We've gone through our share of the fight, but through it all we had love's guiding light. Now that I'm dying, I have one last wish. Pass on this story to our young grandkids. Tell them that love's nothing to be afraid of. They can love who they want, and yes, we'll still love them. It's always been this way since they were born, and we told them we'd stay. Because I love you, I promise I'll stay.
Woohoo! I like that. You wrote that?
I did when I was 19 years old. I wrote an album in a month in my bedroom.
We may have to talk about that.
More fun stuff. some Paul Simon and some Grateful Dead. I love the Grateful Dead. I love the Grateful Dead. I feel like that's important to say. Mama pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When my papa found out, he began to shout, and that's what started the investigation. But it's against the law. It was against the law. What the mama saw, it was against the law. Well, the mama looked down and she spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. And the papa says, oi, when I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention. And I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, Queen of Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Oh, in a couple of days they come and take me away, but the press let the story leak. And when the radical priests come and get me released, and we're all on the cover of Newsweek, and I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, Queen of Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Well, I was feeling oh so bad. Asked my family doctor about what I had. I said, now doctor, doctor, Mr. MD, doctor, oh, can you tell me, doctor, what's ailing me, doctor? He said, yeah, 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 oh, you need. All you really need is good loving. Hey, you got to have love, good loving. Everybody got to have love, good loving. A little bit of love, now baby, good love. So come on, baby, oh, squeeze me tight. Don't you want your daddy to be alright now? I said, now, baby, baby, now it's for sure, baby. I got the fever, baby. You got the cure, baby. He said, yeah, 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 yeah. All you need, all you really need is good loving. Hey, you got to have love, good loving. Everybody got to have love, good loving. Little bit of love, now baby, good love. Well, I was feeling oh so bad now. Asked my family doctor about what I had now. I said, now doctor, doctor, Mr. MD, doctor, oh, can you back into another one of mine. This one is also on my first album, I Don't Do Romance, called Costa Rica. I went on a trip to Costa Rica when I was 17 and I wrote a song about it. I'll never be the me I was, swimming in Costa Rica. My shoulders haven't felt the same since your head don't rest on them. I know there's some things I can't change, but trust me, if I could, I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go back. I'd go way back. There's lots of things that I didn't know, that you came right in and you told me so. How dumb was I to let that go? I think about it every day. The year we met, we got on a plane, flew across the world and back again. And from then on, my life was changed. I think about it every day. I'll never be the me I was, swimming in Costa Rica. My shoulders haven't felt the same since your head don't rest on them. I know there's some things I can't change, but trust me, if I could, I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go back. I'd go way back. Things are different now than they were in the jungle. We're much farther apart than when we would watch the sun go down. I'll never be the me I was, swimming in Costa Rica. My shoulders haven't felt the same since your head don't rest on them. I know there's some things I can't change, but trust me, if I could, I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go way back to Costa Rica. I'd go way back to Costa Rica. I'll never be the me I was, swimming in Costa Rica. I'll never be the me I was, swimming in Costa Rica. My shoulders haven't felt the same since your head don't rest on them. I know there's some things I can't change, but trust me, if I could, I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go back. I'd go way back. I'd go way back to Costa Rica. And now some Billy Joel, because I'm also a huge Billy Joel fan. I was born in the wrong generation.
Yeah, you were.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, though.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, then tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize the end awaits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight, tonight. Too bad it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can only see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine that they'll all come true. When will you realize the end awaits for you? Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize the end awaits for you? And you know that when the truth is told that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize the end awaits for you? When will you realize the end awaits for you?
Josh, you want to do one more song and then come talk to me?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Well, wait, I had a better one. Never mind. This is good. Well, Amy Winehouse for you. I've been working on some newer, to me, Amy Winehouse stuff, but this is the first one that I learned, and I love it. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I make a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why won't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you found the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine? Were you dodging all that time? Are you still dizzy? 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't come on over, Valerie. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I make a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why won't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Why won't you come on over, Valerie? Thank you so much.
Do that again. Wow. Not bad. Yeah, you had? You'll be able to get out the door? I think so. I think so. So the way you do covers is amazing and wonderful, but your songs that you've written, every single one of them was like, yeah, I got them. Like the song about the waves, and I felt like I was down on the pier in New London, you know, and like I felt the vibe, and I've been there, you know what I mean? Out drinking and dancing till midnight and saying I'd be home at midnight and not making it.
Been there.
Been there, done that, right? Right. Oh, let's talk about your writing style. What makes you sit down and write a song?
Honestly, like not so great things. I feel like I'm able to turn situations such as like a death or a traumatic event, and I can kind of, music is my way of processing it. So songs can come one of two ways out of a situation like that. Either, you know, I'm letting myself process and I'm like openly kind of weeping into the piano and into my vocals, or I turn it around and create this positive spin to the situation.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of music that I have been kind of, I was like, is it going to be too sad for people? Is it too slow? Like, it's not going to work with the crowds that I've been playing for. But the more that I play them, the more that I own them. And that just makes it feel so much better.
Well, that makes so much sense. And don't people come up to you after and tell you about certain songs that vibe with them, that allowed them to feel a feeling that they didn't know before? Because, and I've told a lot of singer-songwriters this, what you people do as, because I can't do it, as singer-songwriters is you take an emotion and you put it to music and allow us to hear what our brain has been trying to tell us, but we couldn't figure it out. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Like your songs tell us what we're feeling when we don't know, and allow us to express that emotion better because you taught us with your words. So I just think that's phenomenal. I can't do it. I know so many people that can, and you're one of them. You're one of them. Don't stop writing music. Absolutely do not stop writing music because you're good.
Second
You're
album's
really
on
good.
the way, and I will
Yeah,
do my
when's
best
the-
to keep writing.
When's the second album coming out?
So we started it at the beginning of the summer, and then we realized summer is live music season, so we haven't really had time to kind of get back to it. So I'm thinking we'll really sit down at the beginning of the fall when everything kind of slows down.
Well, that will be perfect because then you can come with the new album onto the radio show. We'll let you come in and set up your keyboards and play, and then we'll bring you back here like beginning of winter when the album drops.
Yes.
And that's the way we do
Have like a
things.
little drop party.
Yeah,
cool.
On the grandma's attic drop party. We love doing that.
Yeah, I'll be sure to keep you posted.
Well, I know you will now. So that is so cool. You said that you wrote your first album in your room and that you were really young. When do you feel like you wrote your first song?
Oh, I was like 8. I still have my little notebook with the little like chicken scratch scribbles. I can hardly even read it, but it's there.
And that was your first song. And did you sing it to your parents? Or your mom or your dad or whoever?
I was petrified of singing to my parents. I would do, my entire growing up, I would do literally the most to avoid singing in front of my parents. I had to practice for piano lessons or for voice lessons. Great, mom has to be upstairs with her doors closed. You know, it was crazy.
But you were taking voice lessons and you were taking piano lessons.
I just refused to show it to anybody.
Because you wanted to, though. Mom,
Yeah.
can I take piano lessons? Mom, can I take voice lessons?
It was that or ballet. I really feel like I dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see me dance. I'll stick to the singing. Thank you.
Oh boy, the vision that went through my mind of you doing ballet was like, no.
Yep, me too. That was me at 8 years old.
That's so funny.
So anyway, I wrote the song when I was 8 years old, and I was all excited. I wouldn't show it to my mom or anybody, but I was all excited to bring it to my middle school music class and play it for them there and play it for my music teacher and have them see that, like, oh, you know, she's my star pupil or something like that. I always loved
And how did that go?
It went really well. And so after that, I started doing like musicals and musical theater and stuff where I could kind of be an ensemble character kind of in the background, dip my feet in without, you know, being front center stage and terrified.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and then I started taking voice lessons very shortly after. And
here you are today. Now you're front and center. How
Hi,
does
Mom.
that feel? How does that feel? Because now you get up on the stage, even with the band, you get up on the stage and it's your stuff.
it feels like, I don't know, coming home at this point. Like, I feel more comfortable on the stage, or in this case, in front of the camera, even though I've never really done this before, than I do on the floor with the people.
Right.
You know, because when I'm on the stage, that's my vibe. That's
your
my
stuff.
time.
I call it my mask. When I'm on stage, I can be grandma, but when I have to be in a crowd of people, not so much. Not so. I
Doesn't
prefer.
really work out.
Yeah, I prefer not to have to be there. Like, it's hard. So I get that. 100%. What do you want to see yourself as a solo performer do in the next 5 years? And stick with that, because I'm going to come back with the second question.
In the next 5 years, well, I would love to play some more festivals. You know, like I'm not so keen on the fame and stardom and all of that. I have really severe anxiety. I don't think that me and that lifestyle would work out. But I just like going around places and making people smile. Like, that's enough for me. And if it gets to a point eventually where it's paying my bills, that's great. I won't ask for anything more. I'm not going to get greedy, because this is already far beyond my wildest dreams.
Right.
Of little girl me.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Now, you play with a band. You can name them and name your band. And where do you see you in the band in 5 years?
Ooh. The Mohegan Sun Wolf Den.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, that's a goal. That is an achievable goal, by the way.
I hope so.
No,
We're working on it.
what did I just say?
I know, it's achievable. Okay.
You got this. You'll be there.
I just need to know.
Sooner than 5 years.
I got to get the contacts. I don't know how to get into places like that. You probably know. Nudge, nudge.
I saw that little nudge. I knew that was coming. I got some connections. I got some connections. Actually, I'm going to talk to you about a fair coming up. So we'll talk about it. But anyway, I don't see that the band and the solo performer kind of going in the same direction. You know, you want to play the wolf den, but you didn't say that about being a solo performer. You said that about the band.
Yeah.
Where is the separation of church and state there? Where does that separation happen for you?
I mean, they do feel like two very separate things to
They
me.
are.
Like permission to fly is permission to fly, and I just had to go get Joss Marie, my solo name, like registered with the town hall so that I can. It was this whole big thing, but Joss Marie is like a standalone thing.
Yep.
And permission to fly is a standalone thing. So if permission to fly does my music, then we would say by Joss Marie as performed by permission to fly.
Right.
So there is a lot of overlap, but there are venues that I would feel comfortable having my guys with me and having them around me to play that I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable being just little, 5'2" me walking in with a keyboard all by myself. That's where the separation is. I have to feel comfortable.
Feel safe.
Yeah.
Safety is a big factor, and I see that with a lot of female musicians. Not just rarely do I see that with male musicians. They may have some stage fright or whatever, but they don't have. I don't see males having the same kind of intimidation of walking into a crowd, a bar, a venue, as women do. And it's because we've been oppressed for so many years that we're afraid of the rejection. And that's just a bottom line. And we need to get over it. We, all of us that are females and trying to make it in the world, need to get over the oppression and start being the oppressors, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. What are you working on for songs right now? Do you have a song in your head that you're trying to get onto paper?
I actually just finished a couple of things, so that's been really cool, tying that into the second album kind of project. Mm-hmm. But I do also have, notebooks upon notebooks of songs that are half finished, and it's like doing a puzzle. Like I'll read this part of this song and this part of another song and realize that they might go really good together.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm jigsawing a lot of unfinished work.
That's
right now.
cool. No one's ever said that on this show before. No one has ever said that on this show before. So that's cool because a lot of answers get to be the same. Now, do you make yourself sit down and write, or does it just come to you and you sit down and I'm like, oh, this is the song?
Both.
Yeah.
So usually it starts as just a spur of the
Words.
moment, like,
Melody?
Something comes to me while I'm having a practice session about something completely different.
Okay.
Once that comes to me, then I block out the time to sit down and be like, wait a minute, you have something here. Don't just let that go away. Like, sit down and work on it.
Right. You don't sing into your phone or anything?
I do actually. I do. Voice memos on my phone. Super helpful tool.
Yeah.
I have no storage on my phone. It's just pictures and videos of my band and voice memos of me and the band.
That's a thing. I had to erase pictures. And I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Because I started with having, the notebooks where you would write the lyrics and stuff, but even if I saw the lyrics again, sometimes you forget the tune. So it's really helpful to just be able to turn on voice memos and have the lyrics and the tune, even if it's not done, right there, just to be able to have as a jumping off point for the next session.
Right. So, absolutely, I just lost my question. I had a question. I had an answer. Oh, I know, but I have to remember the question. I'm getting old. I still don't remember the question. I'll have to come up with another one. I really just lost my question. It had to do with what you were talking about.
Jig-song songs?
No. I don't know. I forgot. It
happens.
No, it does. Especially when you're old like me. It does happen. So we take these songs that we write, and I know what the question was. Yay! Thank you. So in your head, when you write a song that you want to do with the band, do you hear in your head the bass, the guitar, the keys, and the drums, Or do you just bring the song to the band and say, here's my melody, here's my words, let's put your stuff to it?
That's
That's
what
what
I
you do.
Yeah, because it really feels like a collaborative effort in that way where,
Yep.
you know, I did my part. I wrote the lyrics and I'm going to be singing the song, you know, every time we play it. So I want it to be like, it's not just Joss Marie and company. You
Yep.
know, it's like this is a collaborative effort between Joss Marie and Permission to Fly that benefits both of them.
What happens with copyrights?
I have all of my stuff that I have released up to this point. It's on YouTube. I went through DistroKid.
Yep.
You know, I paid to have it all copyrighted and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Good.
But this new stuff is not yet. So,
Now it is.
yeah, true.
Now
I did play
it
a couple of
is.
new ones.
Now it is. And that's so cool.
And that's awesome. Like, especially right now, sometimes yesterday, that happy little plucky song, everybody loves that. Now nobody can take it from me.
Nobody's going to take any of your stuff ever again. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. What do you see yourself, how do you see yourself as a performer? What other performers do you think of when you think of yourself in a category of performers? Who do you see yourself vibing with?
Alicia Keys. Just the powerful voice without.
You definitely have that. For that little tiny bit of you, you got a voice.
But, you know, just kind of bringing your raw, authentic self and not trying to showboat in any other way.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, I might be a band leader, but I'm not trying to make it like a whole show where
You
I'm
don't.
doing cartwheels across the stage, and that's not necessarily something that I want from my solo career either. I just like to think that I am very honest, and I bring that when I perform, and that's my shtick.
Yeah. And now that you're doing shows out, and you would never let your mom see you play or hear you sing, how does she react to that now?
She
What'd
comes
do?
all the time now. She loves it.
She comes to your gigs.
Yes. Well, you know, whenever I live in Willimantic with her
Yep.
right now. So out here on the shoreline where I started gigging, that's kind of a hike for her a lot of the time.
Yep.
But I'm also doing a lot of stuff locally in Willimantic now.
Nice.
So she's able to come a lot more, and it's really nice. I think for a while she thought it was like a hobby. You know, like my whole growing up. She's like, oh, you know, she does musicals, but she'll grow out of it, kind of a thing. But I think particularly in the last 2 months, it has really settled for her. Seeing me multiple times alone, seeing me with the band, that, you know, I don't just go to Deep River and do whatever for 4 hours. We work for 4 hours. I rehearse by myself every day for hours.
Yep.
But how's she supposed to know? Because I don't let her see that part. She gets to see the gigs, the finished product.
Yeah, but that's amazing. She's pretty proud of you, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. So
We
wait
don't,
till
we don't
she
talk
sees
about
this.
music a whole lot, but
Why is that? Is she not musical?
She's no, very much not musical. Love my mother. She can't carry a tune to save her life.
That doesn't mean she doesn't love music, though.
Oh no, she loves music. She's just not like, she doesn't play instruments, you know.
So what made you want to start, number one, playing the piano and singing? What was the influence that came to you to make you feel like you needed to learn to play the piano?
Well, the piano, as I said, was an ultimatum. It was that or ballet.
I still love that.
And then
Not a thing. It's not a thing.
Somehow I just stuck with it. And my mom always used to say when I was little, like, I was adopted. So she adopted me out of the foster care system. And she was like, you always had a
Yay.
song in your heart. Like, you know, even when you wouldn't want me to hear your practice session or whatever, I'm hearing you sing yourself awake in the morning. I'm hearing you sing yourself to sleep at night. And I think there's always just been this little subconscious guy in my
This
head.
little
that's
song
like-
in your head.
Yeah.
That's so
It
cool.
changes from time to time, you know, different theme music for different emotions,
Stop.
different days. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
That's so
always
cool.
have a song in my head.
You're very lucky. There should be a chosen one. I have adopted son too, so you're chosen. And that love is so, so real. So real when you're a chosen child.
Absolutely.
It's an amazing thing. So we've almost run out of time. So I would like for you to take us out with a song. Can you do that for us?
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming and blessing us with your music. I'm so excited. I can't wait to have you on the radio. Can't wait to have you back here with your new record. Now, go play us a song.
I got you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I was just going to tell you, fix that. I'm talking to my cameraman. So thank you. You guys are awesome. So, what was I just going to say? So there's all kinds of things down at the Hygienic going on. The 12th of July is the Unsale Fest. There's no such thing as Sale Fest this year. I don't know how dare anybody, including the mayor, cancel Sale Fest. Yeah, I said that on my show. Mr. Passero. How dare you? Ha! Anyway, this is a free country. I can speak my mind. Anyway, the 12th of July, there will be fireworks. There will be vendors in the street. So get out and celebrate. Get to the Hygienic and see live music. I believe Thursday nights are video night. There's a screen and movies and popcorn or whatever. And maybe even beverages, adult libations. I don't know. I don't drink. But I do like to go hear music. So take care of your neighbors. Take care of your children. If you see your neighbors' children out running around with no socks and shoes on and the tar is hot, they're burning their feet. Come on now. Let's take care of each other. This is our community. This is our city. This is our love. See y'all next week.
So this is an original that is really important to me because this is how I processed the very sudden death of my brother 2 years ago. And I can say that without getting all anymore because this song was just the process and I love it. So thank you for letting me sing it. I broke when you left me. There were no words to say. No ending that I see to the pain. How could you make me feel this way? Gone too soon is an understatement. The sky gained a star. Saved every voicemail that you made me. Always in my heart. But what do I do when I can't sleep at night? Who do I call when I can't take it? None of this feels right. Now I'm all alone in this world. I know I'm not, but you're not here. Oh, help me. Help me. It's been about a year now. So many questions left to ask. Heard your voice on my cell phone. Can't let you fade to black. 15 years still I could hug you. Everything felt right. Little did I know that'd be the last time I would have held you tighter. What do I do when I can't sleep see every leaf and tree. Your presence is known now in my heart and all around me. I know you're there when I need you. Just look at the sky, closer than I've ever been to you when you were alive. I know what to do when I can't sleep at night. I know who to call when I can't take it. Everything feels right. Now I'm walking firm in this time with you by my side. Oh, love me, love me. Thank you so much.